It was meant to be the holy war that would finally reclaim Jerusalem. The Pope had called for it, the greatest knights of Europe had sworn to it, and a grand fleet was assembled to carry them to victory. So how did a holy war against Islam become a horrifying act of betrayal against the biggest Christian city in the world? This is the story of the crusade that went horribly wrong. This is the full story of the Fourth Crusade. In 1202, a massive army of French and German knights gathered to launch a new crusade. Their plan was brilliant, to strike at the heart of the Saracen Empire in Egypt and then march on Jerusalem. There was just one problem: they had no ships. They contracted the maritime superpower of Venice to build them a fleet. But when the army arrived, only a third of the expected knights showed up. They couldn't pay the enormous fee. Trapped and in debt, the Crusaders made a deal with the cunning 90-year-old Doge of Venice, Enrico Dandolo. He would defer their debt if they would do one small thing for him first: help Venice conquer the rival Christian city of Zara. Reluctantly, the Crusaders agreed. The Holy War had taken its first dark turn. After the sack of Christian Zara, a new temptation arrived. A young, exiled Byzantine prince named Alexios Angelos offered the Crusaders an irresistible deal: help him overthrow his uncle and reclaim the throne of the Byzantine Empire, and he would pay off their entire debt to Venice, fund their crusade to the Holy Land, and submit the Orthodox Church to the authority of the Pope. For the greedy Venetian leaders and the broke Crusader lords, the offer was too good to refuse. They abandoned their mission to Egypt and sailed for the magnificent golden city of Constantinople, the capital of their fellow Christians. The Crusaders successfully stormed the city and placed their prince on the throne. But the new emperor quickly found that the Byzantine treasury was empty. He couldn't pay. Tensions exploded, and after a series of riots and fires, the Crusaders, feeling betrayed and trapped, turned on the city itself. In 1204, they unleashed a 3-day sack of unimaginable brutality. They slaughtered their fellow Christians, looted 1,000 years of treasure, and burned a library of priceless ancient knowledge. Holy relics were melted down for gold. The greatest city in Christendom was left a smoldering ruin. The Fourth Crusade never reached the Holy Land. The sack of 1204 was a catastrophe that mortally wounded the Byzantine Empire and created a permanent rift between the Catholic West and Orthodox East. It was a holy mission consumed by greed, a tragic testament to the corrupting influence of power and wealth. The Crusades in the Holy Land would continue, but the dream was dying, and from the other side of the world, a new, far more terrifying storm was gathering, a force of such power that it would threaten to consume both the Christian and Islamic worlds entirely.